to be undefeated is tough. Like when I first got in the UFC, I was on a 5-fight win streak. That was hard to do because, as you know, of anyone, you never show up 100% for every fight. You're always showing up at 60, 80, 90. I've showed up 100. I showed up 100% one time that I can remember for a fight, and I lost. Like that shows you what happened, right? I ended up like getting choked out by Thiago, and like I had to wake up and have Bruce Buffer tell me what happened, and that's never a good idea or never a good sign in a fight. But you never show up 100%. So when you see these guys that pull off these like long winning streaks, it's really admirable to for the fans that don't know. They go through so much adversity. None of these fights are 100%. They're always tough. Like some of them, they're at 50% or less. I mean, you got relationship problems, you got divorces, you got injuries, you got, sickness, you got all these different things. So for Khabib to go 29 fights and it's so much more credible than what people think. And then this camp being so bad, this was like one of the worst camps with the most on the line. I mean, this was like, because of the reasoning behind it, he had to win this fight. He had to win it dominantly, and he had to prove he was the best. I mean, he didn't want any questions after this fight, as we know. And, you can't leave the sport as he planned to do, even though he didn't tell anybody. But, in his mindset, you can't leave the sport and leave MMA and then have all these questions of like, oh, you should have fought this guy, or your stand-up wasn't as good as some of these other guys, and you couldn't probably stand with this guy, whatever the case. He answered all those. And I think the fact that he did it in such a horrible camp, I was nervous going into the fight because of all these reasons, but it's like it's a testament to him as a champion to go out there and suffer what he did and have such a bad camp and put on such a great performance.